everybody? Okay, so now everybody's talking about this, about the Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman tragedy. I'm gonna give my take on it. Now I know, like in the hood, a lot of guys that got pit bulls, they are living through the pit bull. They're living vicariously through that dog. When people carry guns outside, they're living through that gun. Like when I'm on the train and plainclothes police, a lot of times you can spot them because they have a certain amount of bravado with them. Because they're strapped, they're living through the gun. And even like when you go to the club and a guy carries a gun to the club, he's looking for some shit. He's ready to start some shit and he has a certain amount of bravado with him. And all it takes is for you to bump into him by accident, step on his sneakers and scuff him up, and he's ready to start busting caps in the air to scare the shit out of people. And if worse comes to worse, he's gonna shoot somebody. Anytime a person carries a gun outside, for the most part, they're looking for some shit. Except for like if they're abiding by the law and they got a lock on their gun and all that other shit. But for the most part, if you ask me, they're ready to start some shit a lot of times. And they're living through the gun. Now, George Zimmerman is not a cop, but he called the authorities and told them that he was watching Trayvon Martin, and they told him to fall back, and he didn't fall back, and it escalated to him getting his ass whipped. So he pulled out the gun, and he killed this boy. He killed him, he murdered him. It's gonna take this guy at least 20 to 30 years to get his life back to normalcy, get some normalcy in his life. And the thing is, like, the name Zimmerman implies that he's European. It's just like this guy on the Cooking Channel or the Travel Network. His name is Andrew Zimmerman, and this guy eats anything. He even has a motto: if it looks good, eat it. Oh, by the way, he eats shrimp, he eats lobster, he eats snails, crabs. He eats anything. Like I was gonna say, by the way, shrimp are nothing but aquatic roaches. Shrimp are roaches, by the way. You got on land, you got elephants. In the water, you got whales. On land, you got tigers and lions. In the water, you got sharks and tiger sharks. On land, you got spiders. In the water, you got octopus. On land, you got ladybugs, you got beetles, you got gnats, you got roaches. In the water, you got shrimp, krill, shrimp, lobster. They are roaches of the sea. And Andrew Zimmerman, this guy eats anything. His name is Andrew Zimmerman, but he's Jewish. Now, how can you be Jewish if you're not living by the Jewish codes and ethics? You understand what I'm saying? So, but back to this George Zimmerman, he's trying to hide from his Latino background. And I know, like, living in the hood, and I've seen, like, high yellow, light-skinned Latinos that would try to pass themselves as white. And I really feel in my heart that's what this Zimmerman guy that killed Trayvon Martin was doing, trying to live like an average, everyday white man in America, hiding from his Latino background, ethnicity. And like he followed this boy and he killed him. Real simple. It's just like Bernard Getz. He was looking for some shit to start. Bernard Getz was the vigilante back in the early 80s that shot them black guys on the train. Because he had a gun. He had a certain amount of bravado with him. And he was looking for some shit. That's all this guy Zimmerman was doing. He was looking for some shit to start. And like, trying to pass as white. He wanted to get rid of all the niggas. And like, even like when Trayvon Martin called him a cracker, back in slavery, the cracker was the overseer. The cracker was the one that would come along and crack the whip. Crack, crack. So the slaves called him a cracker. It's the same way young guys hanging on the street doing some shit they ain't got no business doing, and they see the cops and they call them Pope or 5-0. George Zimmerman, in essence, was a cracker. It doesn't have anything to do with a saltine cracker or the color of a saltine cracker. It has to do with the way the overseer cracks the whip. That's why it's called the cracker. And Trayvon Martin said the cracker is following. Now, I don't like I don't like that sagging jeans. I don't like this hat to the back shit. I don't like none of that shit these young dudes do. But a lot of these young dudes, you know, are not out to fuck with nobody. And I know, because I'm on a train every day selling my books. And a lot of these guys only need somebody to talk to. And some of y'all may say, fuck these young guys. Fuck them, they should be dead this, they should be dead that. Yeah, there are a lot of bad ones out there. But there are some good ones too. And I really don't think that this young boy deserved to die. And some people may say, yeah, well, he had weed in his system and he was paranoid. Weed don't make you fucking paranoid. Weed make you think everything is a fucking joke. Weed don't make you paranoid. It gives you the munchies and it makes you think everything is a fucking joke. It makes you laid back and shit. That's why the Jamaicans smoke weed and they say they feeling irie. Weed don't make you aggressive. Cocaine makes you paranoid. Weed don't make you aggressive and paranoid. Cocaine makes you aggressive and paranoid. But weed don't. So they need to cut that shit out talking about he had weed in the system. And I know some of these young guys think they're thugs and they think they're gangsters and they're not. And a lot of times the clothes they wear portrays that image. But Zimmerman came out the house with a gun with the intent on using it. He wanted to get rid of some young punks, some young niggas. Same way Bernard Getz had that gun on the train. And he wanted to get rid of some young punks or some young niggas. And you know, like if everybody wants the law to be fair, then everybody should be able to carry guns. We all should be able to carry guns, and it should be like the old West again. You know, if you want to take the law into your own hands, because like, what was the point of him even calling the 911 if he was gonna pursue the guy? And when they told him to fall back, that's what he should have did. And he got out the car. How did he get out the car? You know, how did they get in a fight if he didn't get out the car? You know, if he was that scared, he should have stayed in the car and just followed the guy. And I know the guy probably cut through some paths or some shit in the housing area where the car couldn't go. But the police would have came in time and they would have handled the incident. But like I said, he had a certain amount of bravado and he took the law into his own hands. You know, he felt like he was living the American dream. He was a Latino trying to pass as white and call himself Zimmerman. The same way the guy on the Travel Network tries to pass as white and call himself Zimmerman, even though he's so-called Jewish. You know, it's just fucked up. Like I said before, you know, this guy, Zimmerman, you know, his whole life is fucked up and it's good. You know, because he's not a cop. He should have went and joined the police force if he wanted to be a police. Instead of a fucking vigilante.